They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stick with him again. He is in. Touchdown, Condors. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completion, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
A gain there of 20, and that will be a first down. They bring the tight end in motion. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Quick throw here is complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Condors. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Condors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
This is intercepted. And the Condors will take over possession here at the 44.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big time ball.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Murray now on second down. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Now give on the ground. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He's got it inside the 5. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Plenty of scoring already. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he bounces it to the outside. And he's in. Touchdown, Condors. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Condors will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Jaguars tight end, that's McBride. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Second and a yard. From the gun, here's a handoff. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Past the 40. Inside the the 20, and now he loses the football.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. He'll go play action. Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And he will score. Touchdown, Antlers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 27 yards. Murray now to throw on 1st down. Trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And the Antlers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Antlers. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. He'll turn and hand this one off. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line, maybe a little winded after that long touchdown run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Murray. Yards there, and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes banned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Tight end on the move left. On 1st down, Murray. He'll take off again. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half.
21, Antlers 14.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half, about to get started. 1st half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. That one over the back line of the end zone. The touchback means the drive will start at the 30. First and 10 for Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They're indeed going for this. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Now the extra point. The kick is good. And the Condors have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Purdy now on 2nd down. A throw complete to Scott. It's a gain of 12 there. That's enough for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In motion now, it's Scott. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Catch is made. That is Williams. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now Purdy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Condors are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Now, Murray on the bootleg. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. That pickup good for 29 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Condors. That his second touchdown tonight. No problem there on the extra point, and the Condors will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory.
Oh, the ball's out. It is picked up by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. We'll try the right side this time. They face 2nd down and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Now a 2nd down throw for Murray.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and...
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That one taken in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Condors. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through. And the Condors will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Oh, looked like he had the first down, but the ball is out. The defense has got it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
A big play to kick off this drive. An even 40 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On 3rd down, Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point is good, and the Condors add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 6. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. On play action, here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play on 4th and inches, and even 30 yards. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Condors are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here we go. One final play. He's got it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.